Hello and welcomes back everyone, and Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Aeva Var here, my new Jedi Knight on the prologue world of Tython. And when we last left off, we dealt with the Flesh Raiders' base of operations in the ruins of Upper Caliph, but it seems the Twi'lek villagers here of Kalikori Village have betrayed the Jedi. They made a deal with Bengal Morr and the Flesh Raiders, and they handed over Master Augustin. They've taken him to an area known as the Forge, which is south of our location. So, that's where we're going. We may as well get ourselves over to the Jedi encampment outside the ruins of Caliph first, and then we'll take a journey from there.
Reminder, mechanized travel is for official business only.
So we follow this road south. It should get us to where we want to go. First things first, we do have a few things to sell.
Report your ailments. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
And this fellow Jedi would like to have a word.
Rotten, procreating beasts. Padawans will start dying if this keeps up. Oh, Padawan. At least you made it through. The Horrents are everywhere lately. Hulking, razor-mawed monsters with nasty dispositions. They're multiplying fast and growing bolder. There's some in the water since the Flesh Raiders came. I could use help getting things under control.
Who are you, anyway?
Not the first time I've been accused of being rude. Sorry. I'm Sedney Maruk. Trained here myself. The Masters decided my talents are best served guarding and protecting the ruins. I'm proud to serve. Wanted to be a Jedi, but this is the next best thing. Until now.
What can I do to help?
Eliminating a Hornth matriarch and patriarch will slow the beast's population explosion. But they're tough to find, and even tougher to kill. The matriarchs and patriarchs tend to gravitate in different clearings. You'll have to hunt them down separately, if you're willing to help.
You can count on me.
Relieved to hear it. While you're out there, removing any of the beast's eggs you spot would help too. It's up to you. Hope you fare well. I'll be here holding down the camp.
So you'll notice during that dialogue, T7 actually approved of a choice of dialogue and action we chose to take. We have yet to look at the contacts and companions tab just yet. But before we leave Tython, we'll have a proper look at that and see what that entails. Suffice to say, some of the actions we will choose to take may have positive or negative impacts to our companions, depending on how they feel. It looks like someone else has been along this way as well. So the Horrant matriarchs and patriarchs have their own nesting grounds. We need to deal with 3 of each. So here's the patriarchs. If we would also like to further reduce the population of the Horanths, we could choose to deal with some of their offspring as well. Okay, done a fair few of the eggs here. Let's go look to tackle the matriarchs now. And while on our way to go deal with the matriarchs, we can also look into how we get the other Datacron here on Tython. Yeah. So, before we head on our journey towards the forge, we have this cave system here. We have to go back to Sedney anyway, so why not take this journey, fight through the Manca cats here. And here we are, here's our second Datacron. This Datacron is no longer active. That's because we've used it in the past. The Datacrons are shared, I think, on an account on a server. So we're part of the Omicron legacy. So all of our characters of that legacy on this particular server have the Datacrons spread across them all. But as I say, as we visit various other worlds, we'll hopefully find other Datacrons or learn how to get them.
The Horned matriarchs and patriarchs make a distinctive howl when they mate, and when they die. Heard it echoing throughout the ruins. I've marked fewer of the beasts bounding through the area already. You have my gratitude.
Their nests were everywhere. Were being the operative word.
It's prospects like you that make me so proud to serve. Be well.
And you as well. Okay, level 15. All these new abilities. These shiny new skills. So let's have a look at these, shall we? So first things first, we got Heroic Moment. Has a 5-minute cooldown. You seize the moment, restoring 2% of your maximum health every 3 seconds for 2 minutes. You need to have an active companion to make use of this ability. We also gained Saber Ward, has a 3-minute cooldown. Create a lightsaber ward, increasing melee and range defenses by 50% and absorbing 25% of the damage taken from force and tech attacks for 12 seconds. We picked up Zen, which has a 1.5 second cooldown. Of course though. Requires and converts 30 stacks of centering to enter a Zen state, granting 30% alacrity. It lasts for 6 charges, with each attack consuming 1 charge. An additional stack of precision is granted if precision is used while Zen is active. So what do we get from... How does centering work? Here it is. Activating an attack that spends focus and defeating opponents builds centering. When 30 stacks of centering are built, you become centered and are able to use Zen, Transcendence, and Inspiration. I'm guessing depending on what discipline you have the choice of one of those abilities. And we also gain Lance. Costs 3 focus, has a 15-second cooldown. Spears the target with both lightsabers, dealing a fair amount of weapon damage, hindering the target for 1.5 seconds, preventing the use of high mobility actions and escapes. In addition, it sunders the target for 45 seconds, reducing their armor rating by 20%. Pretty decent. So yeah, we also have now unlocked the Yataru form, activating or utilizing an acrobatic lightsaber form, increasing alacrity by 3%. In addition, your successful melee attacks have a 20% chance to trigger a second strike that deals additional weapon damage. Level 23 will unlock some new abilities. We could, of course, switch over to the Watchmen discipline and use the duo form, which I was talking about previously, and how it might be appropriate for our character. It's something I'm going to consider. I haven't made a decision one way or the other just yet. But let us slowly journey towards the Forge now. Unfortunately, we're going to have to fight through a fair few flesh raiders to get there. But they made their choice. Oh well, literally a lance. We just thrusted both lightsabers into the guts of that droid. We do have a bonus to defeat 15 flesh raiders and reprogram droids. Not too sure how I feel about Zen. We're not really using... like... I mean, alacrity is good because it'll recharge our abilities more quickly. But we don't have many channeled skills right now to make use of it in any great way. These Flesh Raider war leaders. They are rather annoying, as we'll demonstrate. Whee! Speaking of preferences, key bindings. Quick bar, companion. That'll do me. just around here, we have another champion enemy, the Flesh Raider Conquest droid, who could kick our ass. Let's find out together. Yeah, it's doing a reasonable amount of damage, that's for sure. Huh. We have a level 80 sniper here. Interesting why there would be a sniper here, but okay. Curious. Come on, T7, let's continue on our way to the forge now. Oh, we have an elite Flesh Raider Chieftain. Ow! Let's heal ourselves up. A few more companion gifts. Detecting hostile life forms. Never a good sign. There was something just around the bend there. Something not quite a datacron, but something that could be relevant if you're interested in matrix shards, which is another kind of relic of the game which is no longer really used anymore. Okay, the forge entrance. More force-wielding flesh raiders. Certainly weakening us, fighting our way through all these flesh raiders. I don't know if that's what Bengal Morr intends. Just taking in some of the scenery here.
I sensed you coming. Your fear betrayed you. You're weak, like my old master. You will fall with him.
You're not hurting anyone else, Bengal. It's over.
No, the will of the Force guided me here for justice, to restore what the Jedi lost. You weren't on Coruscant. You never saw our greatest cut down or watched the temple burn. I escaped that destruction to see my own master surrender to the Sith. They exterminated us, and he gave up.
You're wrong about Master Orgus. He's training me to defeat the Sith.
Weapons are only as strong as those who created them. The weak will be sacrificed here to make the Forge stronger. The Jedi Order must be reborn from ashes.
Oh dear.
You've won. Why has the Force guided me to this defeat? You're stronger than any Jedi I've known. You could redeem the Order and destroy the Sith. I understand. You are the weapon I came to forge.
You think I'm destined to defeat the Empire?
I'm certain of it. I have found my purpose, at last. I have spent a lifetime learning the paths to power. That knowledge is now yours. Let me leave Tython and prepare the galaxy for your ascendance. I will deliver the gifts you need to reclaim your destiny.
You'll get the help you need, Bengal. But you can't leave here.
For a moment, I almost believed him. But if there's anyone going to be deciding my destiny, it's going to be me.
Padawan, I must have you to thank for being alive.
I captured Bengal Morr, Master. He's resting quietly.
You've done a great thing. He deserves a second chance. The horrors he witnessed on Coruscant broke him, destroyed the gentle Padawan I trained. You, however, faced a challenge beyond any trial I could assign. There's nothing more I can teach you. All that's left is for you to enter the Forge and construct your own lightsaber.
What is this place, Master?
The first Jedi came here to construct their lightsabers millennia ago. It's strong in the Force. Normally we make Padawans gather materials themselves, but you've proven enough. These are all the physical components. The rest will come from your mastery of the Force. I'll carry Bengal back to the Jedi Temple and get him help. Meet me there when you're ready.
Okay. Go construct our new lightsabers. Give me just a moment. Don't look at those, no particular reason. This is the ancient fort where millennia of Jedi have constructed their lightsabers.
This weapon will be a light in the darkness.
Seems like we have our first test here. Lightsabers. Finally. And now we may journey back to the Jedi Temple. Learn about item modification. Ta-da! Various weapons and armor, like our lightsabers, this is very brief, are made up of various item modifications, such as, say, a hilt, a modification, an enhancement, maybe even a color crystal, or a die slot. Now, adaptive armor like this, you can put in higher level item modifications, and therefore make the overall weapon more powerful. Same with armor, but rather than maybe a hilt or a blaster piece, you can put in a bit of armoring. Come on, T7.
The Flesh Raiders are still a threat, but without Bengal's leadership, they'll be scattered and ill-equipped.
This temple could have been devastated. The entire Order is in your debt, Padawan.
We can't give the Flesh Raiders time to regroup.
Going to war only guarantees more violence. It is better to tighten our defenses. Besides, we have threats closer to home. Recent developments in the Twi'lek settlement demand a response.
Their matriarch betrayed me to Bengal, but she surrendered herself to us for judgment. You're doing, I understand. Good work.
You know the Twi'leks, Padawan. How do you recommend we proceed?
We created instability by refusing to help them. That has to change.
What happened to Master Orgus is almost unforgivable.
But if we do forgive and work with them, it can only improve both our communities. This young Jedi captured a fallen member of our order and saved this temple from destruction. I see no reason for her to remain a Padawan.
Your bravery, heroism, and sacrifice show great depth of character. You represent our best hopes for the future. You arrived on Tython a Padawan, but you leave a Knight of the Republic. May the Force be with you.
I promise to uphold every standard of the Jedi and Galactic Republic. This little droid and I have been through a lot. We're a great team.
Then I see no reason why you shouldn't stay together.
We're getting a priority signal from Coruscant. It's Master Kiwix.
Master Orgus, everyone. I've discovered a situation requiring further assistance. Our suspicions about Coruscant were correct. The dark presence we have long sensed is strongest here.
What could be worse than a fallen Jedi attacking us?
That's what we need to find out. The security of the entire Republic is at stake.
This situation calls for our very best. Master Orgus, you and your former pupil should join Master Quix on Coruscant.
Come to the Senate Tower as soon as you can. Master Quix, out.
No rest for us, my friend. Complete any unfinished business you have and take a shuttle to Coruscant.
I'll leave immediately, Master.
I need to wrap up some things before I go. Meet you on Coruscant.
Farewell. The Force will be with you. Always.
Okay. We are no longer a Padawan. We are now a member, a Knight of the Jedi Order. Which is lovely to hear. We have one more thing we can do prior to leaving Tython. Let's go speak to Liam Dentiri here outside of the Jedi Temple. And then we'll have to make our way to Coruscant. See if we can rendezvous with Master Kiwix and see about this dark presence on the capital of the Republic world.
Jedi, I wonder if you'd be interested in a little challenge. I don't ask everyone, but I've heard promising things about you.
Always looking for a way to help.
A war is brewing in the greater galaxy. The Sith Empire plots against the Republic, and the Republic looks to the Jedi for aid. But not all who train to become Jedi are skilled combatants and leaders. Many are scholars, diplomats, strategists, and scientists. Which is why we've created a simulation to test Jedi and Padawans and certify them to lead Republic troops.
If you're looking for a leader, you've come to the right person. Where do I start?
Confidence is good. A leader must have confidence in herself and others. Just don't get arrogant. The droids here in the yard have been programmed to act according to Imperial military protocols and battlefield tactics. Demonstrate your proficiency at defeating these droids, and you will be on your way to qualifying to lead Republic troops into battle. Can you do it?
You can count on me.
Excellent. The first set of training droids are ready for you. Get to it.
Okay. So let's activate the Mark 1 training droids.
I'm impressed. Hopefully we'll have something more challenging for you soon.
I hope so.
That was an impressive go earlier, but we've upped the programming on these droids. Care to give it another shot? Get out there and show them what you're made of.
Okay. Now we have the Mark 2 training droids.
Good work out there. We're going to have to get you a real challenge next time. You made it look easy last time, but we've thrown some surprises in there for you this time. Get out there and show them what you're made of.
You guessed it, time for the Mark III training droids. Nice and straightforward.
Another impressive round. Looks like we'll have to make things tougher next time. Your last round with the droids was impressive, but we've made modifications to their behavior that should make for a real challenge. Get out there and show them what you're made of.
Okay, time for the Mark IV training droids.
Unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. But I've still got a few more tricks. Check back later.
10 seconds later.
All right, this is it. You've been tearing through these droids about as fast as I can repair them. But we just received the latest combat simulation data from the Republic and combined it with the data we've collected from your earlier fights. It'll be tough, but if you can do this, there'll be nothing more we can throw at you. You'll be fully qualified to lead Republic troops in battle.
Okay, sounds promising. Now it's just the Mark V training droid.
Unbelievable. To tell the truth, I didn't think it was possible. I think you've more than qualified for the job of leading Republic soldiers in battle. Here's your certification. Congratulations. Amazing.
Ah, yes, I know. I'm amazing. Can't be helped. Okay. Our time here on Tython has come to a close. We will spend a very small amount of time up on the Republic fleet, as that's where we need to go to prepare and be on our way to the capital world of the Republic, Coruscant. Also, I was hoping I could prompt the dialogue from those Jedi Masters. They're talking about whether or not they should return to the Republic now and be more of a voice, have the Jedi be more vocal once again after 10 years, or well, 8 years of being away on Tython. Oh, we completed our conquests as well. And here we are at Carrick Station. So there are shuttle hangar bays here for people who are arriving from the prologue world of Tython and the prologue world of Ord Mantell for smugglers and troopers. The main station itself's split into like 5 major sections with various elevators in the cardinal directions. So, map. So we've come here from the west. We have the central cantina wing, which has various like cargo holds. So if you want to store things away for your character, you may. And then we have the 4 major wings of Carrick Station. And as I say, we also have other elevators in the cardinal directions. So, first thing we'll look at is this is the combat training wing, where you used to have to go if you wanted to see your various class trainers here on Carrick Station. Not really used for anything anymore, apart from the internal part of the wing, which has the various PvP terminals and PvP vendors. And we'll slowly head clockwise around the station. The next area is the crew skills section, where you can buy various housing decorations. In addition, you can pick up various what's called crew skills, where you can interact with various crafting and gathering trainers. I've already chosen my crew skills. We have archaeology, scavenging, and slicing. I take these 3 not because I'm planning to do anything with them, really, but they allow for you to take certain shortcuts when you're doing various dungeons. It's the same with bioanalysis, another collectible crew skill. We have our northern elevator here, which takes us to the Cartel Bazaar, where we're able to spend some unique currencies to pick up various cosmetic items like other mounts or various bits of armor. We now have the Galactic Trade Network, where we can place items on sale for other players to purchase or buy other items from other players. And then finally we have the supplies sector, or supplies wing. This is where we can buy the various item modifications all the way up to level 70, I believe it is. So we're level 18 right now, which means we should be able to interact with, the level 18 modification vendor.
You see anything you like? Just let me know.
Honestly, these modifications are better than
Come
the
back
ones we
anytime.
currently have equipped, which are from the level 10 vendor here. And as I say, we can go all the way up to level 70, and then once we're at level 80, we can spend some of our unique currencies, like the tech fragments and the medals of commendation, on level 80 gear. Ah yes, this is the mission departures elevator. If the flashpoints get repaired, the various dungeons you can go on, you normally go into the mission departures elevator and you can learn about the various situations you may want to send yourself upon. Sometimes you may be asked to deal with emergency situations, and that is where you can learn about those situations and how we're going to respond. And finally, we have the southernmost elevator here, which is the Coruscant departures elevator. So there is 2 ways to get to Coruscant.
Bimkanaya Nugan. Jinim naya lak umnan mege. Bomo gala apayang. Nilama imi amka anggap. Memgam gamgi. Nina gegwan. Amnerna hanak.
That's excellent news.
Mem ilik meraka. Nayanaram. Kam kalu amik manik. Manala yang perlo. Amka kalami naya kira nubua.
Okay. So, we have a private shuttle, which takes a bit longer, but goes fairly slowly, fairly safely. Would get us to Coruscant. Or, the Grand Master herself has arranged us a berth on the transport frigate, the Esseles, which is known to go through dangerous territory, and is in fact the Republic's first flashpoint, the first dungeon you may go on. We've activated it in story mode, which means we can do it without any other players coming along with us. When you do flashpoints in story mode, not only do you do it with your character and your companion, but you also have a combat support droid that aids you in tanking, dealing damage, and healing. So, what we'll do is take a break here. Between this part and the next part, I will grab some level 18 item modifications, because why the hell not? And we'll probably get ourselves set up ready to go on our first flashpoint. I am contemplating going to the Watchman discipline. It would be interesting to maybe go between these two, as we unlock more abilities for both disciplines. It would be interesting to see how they differentiate. The damage over time is tempting, because I'm sure last time I played as a Sentinel, I stuck with combat. So we keep our Blade Barrage. We gain the Duro form, which utilizes an offensive lightsaber form, causing your melee attacks to increase all damage dealt by 1% for 30 seconds, and that can stack up to 5 times. We gain Zen once again, which increases our critical chance for your burn attacks by 100%, and your burn damage to heal your group for 1% of your maximum health. Ooh, interesting. And we gain Force Melt. Calls upon the power of the Force to build 4 focus and melt the target, causing it to burn. Wow. So not only do we have Zealous Strike, but we have another focus generating ability. Curious. Might have to give this a go. Either way, level 23 would allow us to choose one of these abilities and augment either, I'm guessing, Force Melt or the Lancing Strike. We'll see. We might give the Watchman a go while we're doing the Flashpoint Esseles. Either way, thank you all for joining me. I'll take a break here, and when we come back, we'll be on our way to Coruscant. As always, feel free to leave a comment if you so wish, and hopefully I'll see you for more of the series next time. Until then, though, take care. Bye-bye now.